again, sorry, but not sorry, because your girl has some shit to get off her chest. So, you're just gonna have to suffer through this. Or don't. Whatever. I'm still gonna talk about it. And it's still gonna be a video on my channel, so, like, you have the option to watch me be incredibly happy and blab my fluffing mouth off, or ignore it because I make too many fluffing videos. But either way, it's still gonna be there. So, but this is gonna be a corny one, like all of them lately. But because for some reason I've been feeling a lot of philosophical, like, inspiration, and your girl is getting way too hyped. But oh my god, it feels so nice to stretch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, I love stretching. Who doesn't love stretching? Oh my god, I love stretching. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the cheesiest sentence that I've ever said in my life. But I feel free because I'm out of school. Like, I'm happier than I've been in a long ass time, and I finally, like, have learned to, like, accept myself and, like, accept, like, those around me and not feel any anger or fear, and, like, accept that, like, I'm a broken ass piece of shizzle, but I'm me. So, like, it doesn't matter if I'm broken, because being broken doesn't make me any less than anyone else. It just means that I'm a little bit broken, but it means that I can be remade. And, like, I don't know when that will happen. I don't really care. I'm actually very happy being broken because I've learned to accept myself, and, like, I don't strive for this, like, perfection. I don't strive for, like, this perfect family, this perfect image of myself. Instead, I've just, like, learned to, like, accept and, like, love myself. And, like, I love every broken piece of me because it's who I am. So, like, who am I to hate myself? You know? And I joke about hating myself all the time, and I'm sure I get very frustrated a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the time. Like, 95% of the time. And I'm very narcissistic. Wait, that wasn't what I meant to say. That's true, but, like, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say self-deprecating and have very low self-esteem. But at the same time, I have moments where I believe in myself and, like, am happy. And I haven't been this way truly, like, liberated. And I think the last time I felt this liberated was when I accepted God into my heart, which, like, I think it was because I finally let go that day and, like, just believed in something and, like, felt, like, free because, like, I felt so liberated and free of, like, my stress because I felt like I had someone else to depend on that would be there with me forever. But I eventually learned that, like, I can't depend on that. Like, it's just not for me to depend on something so much. Like, I just, like, will get, like, lazy and, like, will just, like, be, like, expecting miracles to pop on, right? left and right and like question everything. Like it's just not made for me. Like there are some people who have the most incredible faith and I respect them and they're amazing, but it's not for me. Like believing in myself, accepting myself and my brokenness instead of expecting someone else to do it for me, someone else to help me through it, we didn't even know was there or not, is not for me. Like, who's more dependable than my own broken self to support my brokenness self? Like, who else? And so yeah, like, I've grown so much over the past 2 years and it's incredible because like I've been so like held back and like chained and like hurt over like 17 years, and I've only had like a few years of my life where like I've been truly happy and like free. And the fact that I'm starting to feel that way again is like amazing because like I feel free and like I feel loved, not just by the people around me but by myself. Like I don't have like this like emptiness inside me. Like I have things that I'm unsatisfied with, like just like everyone. I get mad, I get frustrated, I sometimes hate everything, but at the same time deep down I'm happy because I'm where I'm meant to be. And like I'm getting really cheesy, but like I feel like everyone like thinks that like they need someone or they need something when in reality you don't. Like they help, and like family and friends like are amazing and so incredibly important, but you can't just depend on them to love you when you don't love yourself. Like you have to love yourself before you can like love others, and like before you can like grow. Because if you can't love yourself, then like where are you? Like if you can't accept yourself, then like what can you accept? Like it's what I've learned over these past 2 years, and like it's been a journey and it's been really hard and it's hurt, and it's like going over the past 17 years of life. And actually 2 years ago, so like 15 years of my life I had to think about and like work through it in just 2 years. I had to work through like 15 years of deep shit that I've gone through, and there have been tears, there have been anger, there's been pain, but it's so worth it because now I feel so free and like happy. And like I get frustrated and I get like angry with myself and with others because new problems arise every single day, every second of every day. But it's so nice to know that my past is resolved. Like I'm not angry at it anymore, I'm not afraid of it anymore. Like it's hard enough dealing with new problems that arise every fucking day, but like having old ones still present and like trying to like hide them as well just makes it worse. And so like the fact that I resolved all of my past problems has made it like so much better. It's like this like weight has been lifted off my chest. It's like when I was younger and innocent, like I was too naive to like understand that there's such a thing as pain that was coming towards me. And then when it hit me hard, and I didn't know how to handle it, so I just kind of hid it and pretend that it wasn't there. And then when I was like 11 or 12 and I was Christianized or whatever you want to call it, like I felt liberated because like I felt like, oh my god, there's finally someone there for me. Like I can finally let go. And it was so nice to have everyone's support, and like I felt like I was finally like accepted. But their acceptance was like not true. Like it wasn't true to who I really was, because like instead of accepting myself, they were accepting my belief and I never really felt truly loved. I felt appreciated and like welcomed, but not loved. And I felt like happy because I felt like, oh my god, there's like people who understand, but like they didn't. They didn't understand how I felt. They didn't understand like what it meant to be me. And no one can understand that better than yourself. And I was like, oh my god, like these people understand me. Like they understand they can help me. And then I was like, and there's this ethereal being that like can help me because he knows everything. He's all knowing. But if he doesn't exist and it's just a belief, like it helps. But I just couldn't bring myself to just believe wholeheartedly in everything and all of the people that were there to support me. They weren't there to support me. They were there to support their belief that was spread throughout all of us. And I thought that was love. And I fought for it for so long. And then when I finally like started struggle even more when my mom's like mental health started deteriorating even more, like it was so hard for me to believe and like be like, where's my love now? Like this community is gone. Like I'm just hermited and trapped with my mom. Like I don't feel the love anymore. I don't feel the acceptance. And I got scared and I was like terrified and I like didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to turn to. So I just kind of shut down and stayed in a dark place for like 3 years. And when I left, like I felt anger, I felt sadness, I felt grief, I felt guilt and happiness and like relief, but I couldn't like search through it because like no one understood, and I was like still searching for someone to understand me, and I didn't understand that the person that I was searching for was myself. Like the person that could understand me more than anyone, could understand my pain, who could relieve me and help me through it more than anyone else who could understand me, was with me the entire time, and it was myself. And it took me a long time to realize that. And like it took me a long time to work through losing my innocence so young, and then the fight for love and in others that I looked for, and then the 3 years where I just shut down. It took me a long, painful journey to fucking dig through all that shit. But it's worth it because, like, now I don't have it crippling me anymore. Now I don't have it dragging me down. Now I can move forward and maybe not conquer, like, the demons that are coming for me, that I know will come for me because life is never easy, but I know that I don't have this weight holding me down anymore, and I'm free to fight with all that I have instead of like having this weight hold me down and then fighting. Like I don't have that weight anymore, and if anything, it's built my armor that I have against the future demons that I'll fight. And sounds so fucking cheesy right now, but like I just had to get it off my chest because like I feel so happy now, and I feel so like free, and like it took a long time, and I know I'll have doubts, and I'll like have fears, and I'll have anger, and like life will fucking hit me harder, maybe harder than it's hit me in the past, but I know that I'll continue to grow from it as long as I believe in myself and like trust myself and love myself more than anyone else, because who can love and understand you more than yourself? Like, you know, like, there's no one, like, ever. And, like, it took me like 17 years to fucking understand that, and I'm never gonna let that knowledge go. Because it's what's freed me. What's gonna continue to free me. And it's what's gonna continue to help me fight through life. Because life is a fucking hard ass battle that never ends. So it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try and continue to love myself because it's what I can do and what I need to do and what everyone needs to do. And every person like finds themselves and like fights their demons in their own way and like learns to love themselves in their own way. Sometimes they learn to love themselves at 5 years old. Sometimes they learn to love themselves at like 90. Like it doesn't matter. Like you still figure it out eventually. I'm just happy I did now, right before my future starts, because I can be free now, and it's gonna be hard, but at least I'm free, so, like, okay, anyways, I'm gonna be, like, fucking, like, dramatic, and, like, yeah, okay, goodbye.